In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to apply the Friedman test in SPSS. I'll show you how to put your results in APA format, and I'll give you a little bit of a background as it relates to the test. So the Friedman test provides a non-parametric alternative to the one-way repeated measures analysis of variance. Like many other non-parametric tests, it utilizes a ranking system to increase the robustness of measurement. In this manner, the test is similar to tests such as the Kruskal-Wallis test. This method of analysis was originally derived by Milton Friedman, an American economist. And as always, all code related to this video's exercises can be found within the video description below, along with the associated data file, which is structured in CSV format. So here is the data that we're going to be utilizing for our example. I'll assume that you either imported it or input it yourself, but in any event, here it is. So we have the observation IDs and each measurement as it relates to each ID. So here's measurement 1, measurement 2, and measurement 3. So we could operate under the assumption, whatever our example is, that this was a measurement before the application of some methodology. Then this was 1 week out, 2 weeks out, or perhaps this is 1 week out, 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out. It's the same as the structure would be as if it were a repeated measures ANOVA. Just remember that each individual ID, whatever it may be, whatever observation, each observation as it relates to the ID is unique to the observation ID itself. All right? Now, to proceed, we're going to go to Analyze, Non-Parametric Tests, Legacy Dialogues, K-Related Samples. We're going to use the arrow in the center to make sure all of our test variables are on the right side. So this is the measurements that we're interested in assessing, measurement 1, 2, and 3. Make sure the test type box is checked Friedman, and then click OK. Now I'm just going to quick do this in SPSS, and then we'll discuss the results and how to structure them in APA format. So here is our data. We're going to go to Analyze. We're going to go to Non-Parametric Tests, then Legacy Dialogues, then K-Related Samples. Again, all of our test variables need to be on the right using the arrow button. Friedman test is checked. OK. And here is our output. Returning now to the slides. What we're most interested in is this portion of the output, because this portion of the output is going to allow us to make our conclusions as it relates to the test. And it's also going to allow us and provide us with the information that we need to state our results in APA format. So here is our APA findings. Friedman test was conducted to determine whether measurement scores differed before, after the first application, and after the second application. Now, remember, we were thinking as it relates to our example that we did one observation prior to the application and then 1 week and then a second week. But this could also be the first week, the second week, and the third week. You'll have to structure this first part as it relates to the uniqueness of your scenario that you're working with. Now, as it relates to the final line, which is the APA portion, the results show no significant difference between the groups. Here's chi-square. This 2 is the degrees of freedom. This value here is the chi-square value to 2 significant figures. And this is the p-value, which is the significance. Now, because our p-value is greater than 0.05, in this instance, it's 0.67, we're not going to reject the null hypothesis, and therefore we state that the results show no significant difference between the groups. So that is it for this particular video. If you enjoyed and learned anything from it, please consider liking and subscribing. If you have any questions, maybe leave a comment so we can help one another out. We're trying to get the message out to as many users as possible. So best of luck in your research, in your class, whatever brought you here. Thanks for stopping by, and until next time, take care.